Actually, due to the current weather situation, people are facing internet issue and power failure as well. So, Ms. Shumaila, what do you say? Are we going to start or are we going to wait for next 5 minutes?
It's okay, Aureen. We are going live.
Okay, fine. So, shall I start now? Miss Maria, are you available?
Aureen, wait,
Yes,
please.
hello.
Aureen, wait, please.
No, I was asking is she available because she was on mute,
Yes,
that is
yes,
why.
yes, yes. She's
Okay,
already
okay.
here.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, we are live. So, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum all. Good morning, good afternoon, and very good evening to all. This is Shumaila Wakas, founder and CEO of Educationists of Pakistan and Global. And the vision of Educationists of Pakistan and Global to provide best possible solutions regarding educational issues in this new era. As you know all very well, our online training camp season 6 is going on, and now we are here with a wonderful, again, another wonderful session with our great speaker, international speaker, Miss Maria Alicia. And she is, a great personality. And she is our, you know very well about her. She is HOD, our Research and Development, Educationist of Pakistan and Global. So before the session, yes, yes, she's right. Before the session, Miss Ambreen introduced her, then we will move the session. Thank you so much, Miss Maria Alicia. And you know, Miss Maria Alicia, it's raining, heavy raining outside, and we are enjoying here. So it's double enjoying with your session and with evening snacks. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Shumala. Thank you. So first of all, I really want to add something. Okay, it's raining heavily over here. Everybody is enjoying it. If you hear any kind of voices, background voices from my side, apologies for this in advance. Okay, so today we are having a very important topic that is empowering students through AI. And for this, we have our very own Miss Professor Maria Alicia from I forgot.
Argentina.
Argentina. Yes.
Argentina. Sorry. Because when I was going through her profile, I was like, "Ke, nothing left. Like we are going to talk about UK, China, Chile, India, Pakistan. So she went all the countries for the betterment of education. I was like, oh wow. So Professor Maria Alicia. I'm very much excited to have you here with us today. She holds IPS certificate of proficiency in the phonetics of English from University College London, UK, former lecturer in English, phonology, psycholinguistic, and methodology at the Teacher Education Program, Translation Program, and Interpretation Program in Santa Fe. Apart from this, he has a um, teaching experience, rural, bilingual, public, and private schools for over 30 years. She was tutor for many other organizations as well. And she has conducted so many sessions, including Argentina, Chile, UK, Serbia, India, Nigeria, and Pakistan as well. She has published works on didactic and phonetics and phonology in specialized journals. Apart from this, she worked with many organizations as well, and she launched her. Sorry, she's the author of On the Pulse Workbook in Test, launched in 2015, reviewed for teens, and co-author of WhatsApp first and second edition, author of WhatsApp for student book and teachers books as well, launched in 2016. She was content coordinator for Pearson Look White series. She is author of 5 level student books and teachers books for Light Up series for Pearson Argentina. She is author of the Mindfulness Workbook for Wonders 2020. She is co-author for the Language Fuel magazine New Zealand. She is co-author of Over to You, Viewing and Listening Speaking, Book 2 for Oxford University Press, China. She was appointed International Academic Judge in Global Creative Women Award organized by Global Trainer Academy, Pakistan in 2021. She was awarded the Educator Honorary Golden Medal given by Macedonian Association in 2021. She received the Global Service to Humanity Award for her remarkable selfless work that resulted to global positive change to humanity in September 2021. Apart from this, she received the world record of Earth as one of the most inspiring women actually in the earth given by International Internship University, and she received a certificate of appreciation for valuable contribution to the society and for being one of the influential women for the year 2020. And the list goes on. There are so many recognitions and awards under her name, but I would like to ask Miss Maria to please go ahead and start your session. Thank you, Miss Maria, for joining for us today. Thank you so much, and the screen is all yours. Thank you.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank you for your introduction. There are too many things. That means I'm quite old because I have had time to do many things. Yes, that is all we need, our will and time. Yes, I'm going to share my screen and so that I can start. Okay, I'll see how to. Right. Here we are. It's well. I first of all, I want to tell you that I am really pleased and honored to be here, because I'm proud to have been chosen. I think you trust me, and that is why we are all here sharing this day. And it is really funny that my first presentation for Educationists of Pakistan some years ago was on 21st century skills. And now, and somehow, we are going to review some concepts I have put forward before. The idea is to speak about how we can empower students to profit from artificial intelligence. We know that artificial intelligence has come to stay. And as we said some years ago, the fast development of science and technology makes it necessary for us to really update our knowledge and adapt to new findings. We have artificial intelligence everywhere, and that is what people discuss, whether it is a friend or a foe. Some consider artificial intelligence as a threat that has come to destroy everything humanity can keep. On the other hand, some others think that artificial intelligence is the answer to everything. I wouldn't say any of the two positions is the best or the correct one. We can discuss about a balance between these concepts. And that is why the first thing we have to do is to discuss what we know about artificial intelligence. And that is why I'm going to give you 2-3 minutes, not more than that, to think about artificial intelligence in your lives. What do you know about it? Where have you seen it in real life? Do you ever use it? How? Do you think it is helpful, dangerous, or something in between? If you have someone next to you to discuss it, much the better. If not, you can list some ideas so that you can reflect on your opinion about artificial intelligence.
Can I mention something?
Yes, sure.
Yeah, in the cars, there are sensors that can tell if through artificial intelligence if there is a car or a person on my left or right while I'm driving. That is the information car is giving. It is up to me to drive in that direction or not. So that is one example. Second example is there are cars that will force me not to go in that direction. That's the second example. And the third one, I use artificial intelligence for analysis of a lot of spreadsheets. So what is going to
Right.
happen as a result of this data? What are the trends and whatnot?
Okay. That is, anyone else wants to share experiences with artificial intelligence? Yes, Naila?
Yeah, miss, basically, ma'am, as we have seen about the artificial intelligences play an important role in our society, as we are working on the different things like writing of the emails, and there are some of the instruction or some of preparing of ppts we have to be developed through the chat gpts. These are also play an important role for the artificial, according to the somehow in the artificial intelligence. As the sir has also described, there are some of the phenomena which is applicable for the driving of the cars, that in the overseas there are automatic generated car are there, and we have just providing our destination, and after that car has stopped at the destination. So it means that artificial intelligence is playing a great role in the human society. And also we have one of the session that I was taking in the previously, that the medical assessment, as in previously that there are a lot of teams of the doctor, they are assessing their human history of the patient, that what type of medicines are just what type of medicines are taking, what are the actions. Now the artificial intelligence is play an important role to assessing of the history. According to the history, they are providing there some of the treatments and recognitions, providing some feedback, and after that we assess and follow it. It means the meanwhile in the short way, it is play an important role in our society to move in the progressive way.
Okay, yes, you're right. Would you accept that artificial intelligence gave you the medicine instead of a medical doctor in front of you?
Yeah, I have seen one of the lectures from the EST, which is providing some type of app has generated. I was forgetting the name of the person, but he has just showing some one of the app which is directly assessing of the patient history, and also manage of the whole record. It means the CT scans, cardiac like CPs or these things, they are managed the record in the well way through artificial intelligence.
Okay, so in your opinion, artificial intelligence can replace medical doctors?
Uh, and not a replace, but it support the doctors to make the life of the humans supportable.
Okay, thank you very much, Naila. Tayaba, do you want to say something? Please open your mic. Yes, you put up your hand.
Good
I don't
evening.
know. Good evening.
Actually, artificial intelligence is really playing a very vital role in our virtual assistants. Like we are using Alexa series, and to help our different tasks, we can give the command. navigation apps also giving help us, and artificial intelligence is supporting us in Google Maps, and the different personalized apps we are using in different social medias like Amazon and Netflix, Spotify. All these things are running by the AI, and we are surely we are using and getting help from these things, and they are replacing so many human activities.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much for your participation. I wanted to know what your opinion was. And in order to help myself, because I believe in artificial intelligence, I asked Copilot to prepare a reading text in which you can see what for Copilot, artificial intelligence is. It is interesting to check whether what you thought of artificial intelligence really is similar or different from what we have here. You have mentioned Alexa, driving cars, self-driving cars, and recommendation systems. You know them all, and that is great because it means that you are updated and you know how to work with that. And someone mentioned Netflix, which is the platform that suggests other films. Yes. And the idea is that artificial intelligence then is developing every day, and every day we find more tools that coexist with us, and they are useful if we know how to use them. And the idea is to see whether they can replace human beings or not, which is one of the concerns people have. I had also asked Copilot as a teacher to prepare a follow-up activity, which you are not going to do, but it's just to give you an idea of what you can do with the help of artificial intelligence to introduce the tools to your students and how they can work in such a way that they go on developing their own cognitive knowledge, their own critical thinking, and they won't depend too much on artificial intelligence. That is why I really believe in project-based learning, so that students have to keep a word of their own in everything they do. This is just an example. We're going to see more later. You can give your students word clouds. I asked each different artificial intelligence chatbot to help me with this. This was designed by Copilot, this one by ChatGPT, and this one by Gemini. The point is that we have, as human teachers, the possibility of looking at all of them and choose the one we consider best to fit our students' needs. In order to help students to discover all the tools, we need to be informed as regards the categories they cover, many of which are in our everyday life, such as search engines in the computers, helpers in online purchases, etc. It is good for students to feel that what they are learning is useful for their real lives. Now, how can artificial intelligence impact education? There are some concerns as regards the possibility that it might dehumanize classrooms. That is, that interactions are lessened and that students will not work collaboratively, that there will be job displacement for teachers because they will be replaced by artificial intelligence, that due to the ones who program the artificial intelligence tools, there might be bias and inequality in artificial intelligence. Moreover, not all institutions have the possibility of giving access to artificial intelligence tools to their students. It depends on the contexts. So maybe there will be a wider gap between social levels. And as regards students, concern is that they might over-rely on technology. So the question is, how can students use artificial intelligence because they need to learn how to use it without losing their creativity, authentic voice, and ownership over the work and the content they create? And that is why we are here together to discuss this possibility. What are the new skills that will be necessary in an artificially intelligence-driven world? We need to keep a balance. We need to keep a balance between our cognitive development and the growth and use of artificial intelligence. So the new skills are the old ones. Yes, I was telling you that I had spoken about 21st century skills. And we spoke about critical thinking and problem solving, creativity, communication, and collaboration. And now, more than ever, human-centric skills have become power skills because they are the ones who make a difference. If we know and we learn how to use artificial intelligence, we can all come up with similar answers, with similar solutions to problems. The point is, who is able to choose the best option, who can take decisions correctly. That is why critical thinking and problem solving are essential, and they cannot be performed by artificial intelligence. It can give us options, but the final decision is human. Creativity and innovation is only human because everything that is in artificial intelligence tools has already been done, has already been discovered. Only human beings can create new things and innovate. With the aid of artificial intelligence, that will be easier and better, but the decision again is human. The same as with emotional intelligence. No one but the teacher is the one who can read students' faces, yes, to know whether they are comfortable or afraid or worried. And we are the ones who can give our feedback that is encouraging, and we can adapt our feedback to each individual student. Communication and collaboration are a must because since nobody knows everything and facing this technical development, we need the help of others so as to go on using more developed tools. And working together, we can collaborate and provide our own personal knowledge, and in groups that will be bigger and more efficient. Ethical reasoning and judgment are essential to avoid plagiarism, to avoid biases, or to compensate if they appear in artificial intelligence tools. That is only human, yes? And of course, adaptability and lifelong learning. We have been born to learn because we need to adapt ourselves to the changes that are very fast, and that demands that we learn a lot all throughout our lives, yes? And those are skills that are human. We need to learn as regards artificial intelligence and digital literacies, because we need to know how to give instructions to the tools for them to provide us with the material we need. Data literacy is very important because we need to know how much data we can share, because once we upload information in the internet, it doesn't belong to us anymore. It belongs to the cyberspace. And that is something we need to be well aware of and help students to become aware of, so as to work with artificial intelligence safely. And we need to understand computational thinking so as to interact with the computers. And of course, this brings about human artificial intelligence collaboration. We need to profit from the artificial intelligence tools without over-relying on them. And of course, we are not going to be engineers, but we need to understand foundational STEM skills, yes, because we need to understand mathematical, statistical, and coding foundations so that we can make use of the data we receive from the artificial intelligence tools, and we can upload information that is useful as well, so as to collaborate with the development of the technical material. Now, how should education adapt to the needs of this era? If we consider all those needs I have just mentioned. First of all, we need to shift from content delivery to skill development. We need to focus more on how to learn rather than what to learn. It is true that students cannot learn if they don't have content to learn. But we also know that something we teach today might be disregarded in 2 or 3 years because it is old. Something has replaced that. So we need to help our students to get ready to face that need for lifelong learning. And in order to teach and to help them develop that, project-based learning and inquiry-based learning are useful because they put students to search for information, to really test their own possibilities to look for information in the correct place. And at the same time, they have to present their findings in front of their audience. That could be their teachers, their peers, their classmates, authorities in the institution. And these project-based or inquiry-based learning approaches demand interdisciplinary approaches, which is very important because if students see that what they learn are just belong to different subjects, and each teacher is the owner of that area. They feel that what they are learning is to please the teacher and to please the school. If they work interdisciplinary, they understand that everything they learn is useful for their lives because they mix the information and they connect dots that make them understand their learning as useful and meaningful, significant. This also demands a redefinition of the role of educators. We cannot keep being the owners of knowledge who transmit information to our students. We are not the directors we used to be. Now we are facilitators and mentors. We show different options. We teach students to express their opinion. We allow them to disagree with us. We discuss, and together we construe the new knowledge they have to develop. And something important is to be ready to say, I don't know, because sometimes students will come to the classroom and teach us something, because this fast development doesn't allow us to know everything. We know what we have prepared to teach. We know many resources to find information, but maybe students find information somewhere else or some different piece of information. And that is great. We all learn together. And of course, if we want to update our knowledge, as you are doing here, we should be ready to get involved in ongoing professional development. This again makes us reconceptualize assessment. It's not that the traditional assessment is not going to be considered. Summative assessment is important. Maybe some multiple choice can be even corrected by artificial intelligence. But we need to move beyond rote memorization so as to enhance the development of critical thinking and problem-solving skills students need to develop. And this can be done in authentic assessment. We can do it informally while students are working, observing the way in which they approach new knowledge, the way in which they decide on which information is relevant and which one is not, the way in which they check reliability of the information. That is why we are going to teach with artificial intelligence and about the artificial intelligence implementing continuous assessment. And of course, if we work with inquiry-based or project-based approaches, we are going to foster real-world exposure because students will have to do research on their own in their contexts, in their neighborhoods, in the institution, with other teachers, with their classmates, in their families, and they start understanding how to connect with other people so as to expand their knowledge. How can we implement the use of artificial intelligence in the classroom? We are not leaving aside books because they are necessary, but at the same time, maybe the books are digital. In spite of the fact that I love thumbing pages in books, but it is true that nowadays it is even healthier to work with digital books. I asked again Copilot to develop a lesson plan in which we are going to teach our students to use artificial intelligence responsibly. See that in a classroom interaction, we can come up with a discussion, let students have their words, and at the same time help them to reflect. Yes. So the objectives are to understand what artificial intelligence is and how it is used in everyday life, explore the ethical and responsible use of artificial intelligence, create their own artificial intelligence powered project or scenario, and reflect critically on artificial intelligence impact on society and themselves. Remember, I spoke about the skills we have to develop, yes? For example, the idea of understand what artificial intelligence is and how it's used in everyday life brings us the idea to develop STEM skills, yes, digital literacies, adaptability to the use of digital material. Then we have explored the ethical and responsible use of artificial intelligence. And this is where we can make a point, especially to help students not to over-rely on technology. Because if we can help them to reflect on the possibilities artificial intelligence gives them, and at the same time, the responsibility that that implies, and that is experienced day after day, they are not going to over-rely on artificial intelligence. They have to create their own artificial intelligence powered project or scenario. We are going to see what they can do, and reflect critically on the impact on society and themselves. There is where they are going to discuss whether if they over-rely on artificial intelligence, it is effective, useful, or dangerous. So the first question is, where do you see artificial intelligence? Here we have the possibility of brainstorming. If students brainstorm, they are going to recall their memories. They are going to revisit their contexts to remember where they see artificial intelligence and how they use that. But if we asked artificial intelligence tools to prepare a brainstorming, they are going to come up with a list. But will that list match the real life of the students you are working with? That is a human teacher decision, whether to use the machine or use the student's minds. And I always, if possible, choose the students to work in their cognitive development. They can brainstorm, they can bring ideas, because it is the beginning of a lesson. It is what motivates them to start interaction. So that cannot be replaced by a machine. Then we have a mini lesson in which they have to present, they have to learn the vocabulary, the concepts. Yes. Here we discuss the concept of bias. And then they are going to explore a tool, and they will have to use it. So they learn how to use, they develop digital skills, artificial intelligence literacy by using that. Yes? And a reflection, mainly what felt helpful, weird, or limiting. See that this has been developed by an artificial intelligence chatbot. We choose how to present that to our students, yes? And here they are all projects to be completed, yes? But I will concentrate on the last part where there is a presentation. Here they are being assessed in the real world in front of their classmates, because each group presents their ideas. Peers rotate to leave sticky notes or digital comments with questions, compliments, or concerns. They have to interact. They have to give their feedback. In this case, we can work on empathy because we know that it is really stressing to stand in front of a group to present a topic, and all of them have the same feeling because all of them are going to present and all of them are going to give feedback, and that is what helps them to be more empathetic because they are in both, they take both roles, the one who provides feedback and the one who receives it. Yes. And they have an exit ticket. They cannot leave the classroom before having stated one way I can use, I'm sorry, I can use artificial intelligence is, and they have to give their own idea. Again, we give them a possibility to speak their minds. And that is what makes them become more more sure, more ready to face the world in the future. Yes. Before I was preparing this for today, I was reading a discussion online, and I liked the opinion of one of the teachers who said that artificial intelligence cannot replace teachers because education is the process in which and by which knowledge, character, and behavior of the young are shaped and molded. I would replace that shaped and molded but by developed, because we don't shape and mold knowledge, mainly character. We help students to develop their own personality and their own knowledge. I chose another lesson from produced by Copilot, fake or fact. In this way, we can help students become aware of the fact that it is easy for artificial intelligence to generate fake news or images. And it is our responsibility to analyze and to see the sources where the information comes from, yes, so as to understand whether it is reliable or not. That is a big risk we all run in nowadays, because there is so much information online that not always we can rely on what we read or what we find. And the reflection is analyze how artificial intelligence affects trust and misinformation. Can students tell what's real? And what should responsible share look like? Here we have the sources. If we read about science, we should look for information in science magazines or in academic papers, not on Instagram, for example. Yes, that we find so many pieces of advice. This one was produced by ChatGPT. I asked ChatGPT to prepare a lesson plan for a project for students A1 English level between 12 and 15 years old that could fit PowerPoint slide. And this is what ChatGPT gave me. The ideas are great, very simply explained, presented, but quite a complete project lesson plan. As different from the previous one, yes, which Copilot had as a text, yes, not as a presentation. Why am I showing this? Because it is true that we can use artificial intelligence. It is useful. It saves time, but not always will we have the exact material we want. So sometimes it is due to the instructions we give. And some other times because the chatbots are not prepared to give the material. It is interesting to see how they interact with us and offer us possibilities to prepare a worksheet that we can download in PDF, prepare assessment, etc., etc. Again, the last point is present a poster. This is AI. It helps me with, and here they have their own voice. I insist on this because we have to coexist with artificial intelligence. But students need to go on developing their own perception of the world, their own ideas, and their own creativity. And we as teachers will decide as well which lesson plan we are going to use or how we can adapt the lesson plan. Yes, Naila, you put up your hand.
Ma'am, basically, I want to ask about there are some of the features in the AI to guide those who are wanted to learn of any language. Either is maybe English, maybe French. That one of the creator or helper was creating in through AI to just guide either I am speaking correct or not. How we can be correct? Do you guide us? Which type of prompt that we write in the chat GPT or any app that create like a teacher or any person that who guide us when we are speaking, because I have seen about a lot of app they are just taking the money through take the money through this.
Well, again, that is developing the skill to identify reliability of the sources. Yes. I don't think anyone can do a teaching or the writing. There are people who even offer writing the final papers for a post-grade study. I don't think that is ethical. That comes with another point, yes. It is, artificial intelligence is useful as far as we are the owners of what we want to do. That is, if we know which our aim is, and we know how we want to get to that final objective, we can use it. But if we are in doubt, we should be very careful as regards which tool we choose or which offer we accept. Yes, I don't think anyone can be reliable. I don't know if I have answered your question, or you want me to
Thank you.
expand on something.
Thank you, Maria, that you have described in well.
Okay. Yes, it's if you go over Facebook and Instagram and those sorts of publications, you find everything and anything there. Yes, some of them are really useful. Some of them are good. You have, for example, I don't know, Duolingo to teach language, but it is very elementary. Yes, I don't think anyone can learn English by memorizing and matching words alone. Yes, and then it develops, but you always need that is where we can rely to feel more relaxed as regards the fact that teachers will not be replaced by computers. Yes, they can interact and they can be even sometimes give an empathetic piece of feedback, but that is not enough. There is always the need for someone who knows how to use the material they offer. This is produced with Gemini, I put, because in this case, I found that what the artificial intelligence offered was too much. We considered that the project was going to be too long, and students, in my opinion, adolescents need results quite fast so that they can receive the feedback and avoid being really worried about the results. So I simplified the offer. Again, it is important here, we are speaking of a project in which students get involved in designing a city district, yes, and they have to discuss sustainability. They have to discuss the how to diagram the plans, and they are going to discuss potential biases in the information they find. They have to discuss reliability. This is something we have to do constantly. In every project we work with, we have to insist on this because students learn what they live, not what they are told. The same happens with our kids. We don't teach them what we say, but what we do. And again, this is as regards their own experience, their contexts. They can observe their needs, the needs of the people they are working with, they are living with, and then they are put to work with artificial intelligence. Yes, Naila, again, you want to say something?
Yeah, I want to ask in the last three one that AI tool, the AI chatbot can help the draft presentation notes. Do you give the one example for that? That how we can create the draft of presentation through AI tool? either use of gamma or someone else?
Well, Gamma will give you the presentation because it develops the slides and everything, the PowerPoint presentation. That it is good because if you know what you want to present, you can modify the slides if they don't fit what you actually want to say. The point is that, as I'm doing here, you have to acknowledge authorship. Yes, because it's not your work, but Gamma's work. You can say, I modified it, so I was produced with Gamma, or just produced by Gamma if you follow the presentation. The draft with chatbots is, for example, if you ask students, or if you ask the chatbot to help you, you say, list 10 points I should consider if I'm going to speak about artificial intelligence. And so the chatbot lists the points, and you decide how you're going to use them, how you're going to develop them or not. You can even ask the chatbot to go deeper into some of the points because you're not sure about that and you want to check. Yes, there is an interaction. It's like having a tutor. Yes, you use the artificial intelligence as a tutor. You interact, you ask for information, and moreover, all the images I have prepared for this presentation are done by Gemini. I told them exactly what I wanted to show. Yes, and it's not that I copied and pasted something. Yes, Tayaba, you wanted to ask something?
I need to add in something with you as someone asked about presentation in AI. So there are different tools like we are using Chat GPT, Perplexity, Gemini, and there are so many Claude AI. And if you
Yes.
are searching for an more interesting data, like if you are doing any research work, you have a notebook LM in AI, and we can present different tasks in different methods with in very short time. We can present our data in very interesting way and informative way. These are all tools of
Yes.
AI we are using now these days.
Yes, it is true. And if you want to do research, you can also ask the chatbots to guide you into deeper research, into more academic information, and they do so. Even in the search engine for Google, for example, without going to Gemini, if you ask academic papers, you are only going to read academic papers there. Ambreen, you wanted to say something?
No, actually, there are a few questions in the chat box. Can I read those questions for you?
Yes.
The one of the participant asked, how can we learn something from AI instantly? I didn't get this word instantly because whatever we are learning from AI, that's instantly, like in a couple of seconds. But there is a question from a participant.
I cannot hear you very well. You see, it
How
cuts
can
the.
we learn? How can we learn something from AI instantly? The participant asked, how can we learn something from AI instantly? To me, we are learning everything instantly from AI, but there is a question from a participant. Can you throw some light on it?
Yes, there are many books you can find in the even in the net. Yes,
Ebooks.
ebooks.
And different
Yes,
courses, Amreen, different
Hmm.
courses, artificial intelligence related courses. classes, sessions. You know very well about different course, 2 days workshops, because they have some practical work time to time.
Yes.
If you
Yes,
want to
that's
do
true.
something,
That's
yes,
true.
if you
And
want
Yes,
to learn something
a
by
month
AI,
ago,
yes,
I
you are
think
yes,
her question is driven from the. I think this question is driven from the question of Naila, because I think they were asking that we can get help from AI when it comes to reading and writing, but when it comes to spoken, we need some assistance. And most of the people are using Duolingo, but they are saying it's very slow and it's not reliable at all. So that is why they're asking how can we learn something instantly from AI. Yes, this is the question. And there is one more question. Can AI become smarter than humans someday? What could be the consequences? There's another question from Khunsha. Miss Maria, do you want to reply this one? Can
yes.
AI become smarter than humans someday? What could be the consequences? Thank you.
Well, there is a project to develop AI more, and that could bring as a result that it's more intelligent. I don't agree with that. The artificial intelligence can collect information from many sources and can process that, but again, the human factor is necessary for taking the last decision. And I think it can be a great aid for human beings because, as medical doctors say, now they can consult colleagues from all over the world and they have all the information in seconds. The same happens with us as teachers. We can have many projects, many results, many surveys to share. But I always believe that the human factor is always going to be stronger because we can switch off the machines in the end. Yes, and we cannot switch off human beings. That
exactly.
was one of the questions.
Right. Totally agree with you, Miss Maria. You're very right, because when we ask something from AI, it's answered by through like different browser, different
Yes.
internet sources they have.
Yes.
So human emotions and the criteria is totally different. So really, it's good. Right. Ambreen, any other
Yeah.
question?
Any other question?
There is one, but it's not related to today's class. They are asking to arrange some new sessions as well. And there is the one question I want to ask: can AI help with psychological perspective, like understanding psychology of students and teachers?
In fact, there are artificial intelligence psychologists who can interact with patients. I wouldn't hire that psychologist because
Hmm.
I deeply believe in human factor. What
Human intelligence.
artificial intelligence can do is to give ideas. Yes,
Hmm.
maybe if we ask students to write an essay on their feelings about something, yes,
Hmm.
and we feed the artificial intelligence tools with the essays, and they come with a summary of what each student has presented. You can have a fast feedback on their feelings and all that. Nevertheless, I think that if you read the handwriting, the
Hmm.
organization of the essay, that tells you much more, and that is not processed by artificial intelligence.
True.
and the face of the student tells you a lot. Yes. So
Yeah,
I
true,
don't
true.
think it can replace us. It can help us. Yes. It's a tool, not a person.
Exactly. And tools don't have emotions.
That's it. They
Yes,
can be fed with some reading possibilities, but
Exactly.
they will always run short.
They can generate questions for you, but in the end, you have to decide as a human what you have to do next, right?
That's it.
And there is one more question, and this is the last question for the session. How I can recognize that it is best AI tool for browsing?
How can recognize,
How
sorry?
I can recognize that it is the best AI tool for browsing?
Okay. It depends on what you are looking for. Some tools are better for example, I was playing with images, and I wanted to develop an image to present a topic, and I found that Gemini was better than ChatGPT because it showed the image I wanted. It was more appealing to me, but the concept was represented correctly by both of them. So, for example, for this presentation, I asked different tools to prepare plans because I wanted to show you different possibilities. For the sake of the presentation, I would choose ChatGPT because it prepared the slide and it was very tidy. But if I want to have a real plan to analyze it pedagogically with students and at tertiary level for teachers to be, I would choose a longer plan, more developed with more material, and in that way I would choose Gemini's plan. I like very much the planning of the I'm the one from Microsoft. The wait a
That is
second,
Siri. Siri.
because I don't use it really too much.
I
So
personally like Gemini.
Okay, right.
Gemini, yes. I'm just a second.
Okay. Never
I'm
mind. Take
opening.
your
Okay.
time. It's okay.
No
Take your
problem,
time.
Maria.
Doesn't
Copilot,
matter.
sorry.
It's okay. No
It was
problem. Take your time.
Copilot. I couldn't remember.
Yes, no
Copilot.
Yes.
problem.
Yeah, you were discussing.
No problem, Maria. It's totally
It was
okay.
like when in the very beginning I forgot your country. Apologize for that.
No, that's okay.
Our
But
Age factor. Maybe it's our age factor, Miss Maria.
you should know
can you
about.
see
She is
my
our head of department of research and development.
okay. Sorry,
And Maria
can
is
you
our
see
Acha.
my
very old
screen?
speaker.
Acha.
Can you see my screen?
Here.
No,
Yes? No?
no.
Okay.
No.
I'm going to share it because I want to say goodbye to you.
It's okay, Maria. If
Okay.
you can't
I
share,
had prepared
we are
I
going
had
to
prepared
end. Okay, we are going to end this
Okay.
session because time is up. You can share
But
it.
yes.
Shamila, I want to add one thing over here right after.
Yes. Yes. You want to
Yes, it's
Yes.
your screen is visible now.
participated in this session. I really value your presence and I hope to meet you again soon. Bye. That was prepared with artificial intelligence tool.
Wonderful. That's
Gen.
wonderful, Miss Maria. Great.
Thank you very much. I really enjoyed this meeting greatly. Yes,
You
it's a
all enjoy.
pleasure for me to share information with um, people who are so much committed to education.
Thank you so much, Maria. It's honor for us actually. And uh, more question here.
Uh,
If anyone wanna
no,
do
Yes.
no, Miss
something
Shumaila, there
know
is.
about our AI course, yes, Miss Amreen.
Actually, there are no more questions in the chatbot, but there were so many questions related to AI. People are asking about the reliable tools for. तो उसके लिए I recommend you कि there is a course from Educators of Pakistan, and this course is especially for all the educators, AI for educationalists. Okay, and this it is 1 month course by Miss Mahrouz Anis, and it's going to be start in the first week of July. So I recommend all of you that if you want to know more about AI tools, how it works, is it reliable or not, and how it helps the teacher and the students as well, you are more than welcome to join our course. And for details, you can check the WhatsApp group of Educators of Pakistan. Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye
Thank you
then.
so
Thank you
much.
for
Thank you
having
so much,
me here.
Maria.
Thank you.
Goodbye
Bye.
to all. Allah Hafiz, fi amanillah. If you wanna ask
Goodbye.
another question, you can easily ask in our by our page and group, Educators of Pakistan and Global. Thank you, Miss Maria, again. It's a wonderful session.
Bye.
Amazing, no doubt.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Maria.
Thank you and Allah Hafiz.
Thank you and Allah Hafiz. Bye.